It's the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. Got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Chiefs and the Broncos, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners in 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
Toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And we both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This defense for the Broncos, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Draw play. This is Hines. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is caught by Evans. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got his man complete. Moore. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. On first down, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelce. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And he'll take this to the underside of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he's got room. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And the next-gen stats shows he picked up an even 20 yards after the initial contact.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that would tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going to a tennis.
You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and we get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand. And a really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the little bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
And Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
Williams going to get it again on second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Broncos at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football, as they've got it 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They go back to the ground with Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He stiff arms it, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 75 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And that's the kind of run that fires up an entire team. Tackled at the 2-yard line. For the defensive guys, a little bit of a sigh of relief, though, that they stopped him short of the goal line. Now they got to figure out how to shore up the rest of the defense.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They go play action with Wilson. Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. Touchdown! Brevin Jordan, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. We are even at 10 apiece. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, these 2 teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough. easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because the coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They're going to look to throw. Finds under pressure again, and down he goes again. Randy Gregory. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44.
81 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. And they'll run the end around here with Judy.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And this is caught inside the 5.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A big play there for KC. 56 yards.
One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Brandon Ayuk from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to move back in front.
And the touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Lots will look to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back.
Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. There's Wilson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, room here to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's got a man, complete. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. On 1st down, Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of... Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And gives him a 3-point lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. throw off with a pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point. Week 8.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. They start the second half here with Williams. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. From the gun, it's Wilson.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
From the shotgun, Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And some room to run now. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Chiefs have retaken a third-quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So the Broncos coming out now.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
He's got Jordan complete right side.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, this is, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the 2nd half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the 1st, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They give it to Williams, running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Back-to-back running plays putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Returnable now for Allen. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Caught, Kelsey, left side.
On the move past the 40.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are in for 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Wants to try to end the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt dead, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He finds his man complete. It's Morgan. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Morgan.
And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
They go play action now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Welcome back now to Denver. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Morgan. Touchdown, Broncos. Great play there. 3rd and 5 yards.
And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets it back within a field goal.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Mahomes now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Again, it's Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Blankenship's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
They come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But see the second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they were like 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. A little juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Kenny Young. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run with Hines. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And again, it's Mahomes. Airing this one out for Evans. It got his man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Brandon Ayuk, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here is Wilson and the Broncos. Down by 7. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to play. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Morgan. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Wilson getting right back to it after the pick 6. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And his guys will take over at the... Charles, a lot of happy